FPL lovers, welcome back. It's game week 19. It's double game week, and I haven't got a clue what to do. Do I bring in Mitrovic for Darwin? Not too sure at this moment in time. But we've got 30 minutes or so, 27, 28 minutes or so. And all will be revealed within that time. I've got a tweet that's on the go here, ready just to tweet out, see if anybody would like to join us. Let's just press tweet, off we go. That's that done. Meant to do that literally just before I went live, but I didn't, and here we are. Right, let's have a quick look and see how my team did last week then. So, very quickly, and it's a bit short. We just haven't had much time. The game week finished yesterday and it starts today, so not much time for much in between, with it being New Year's Day yesterday, looking after the children today. Luckily, my wife dashed home for me to do this. But last week I got 60 points, so really happy to be above the average there of 48 points. So I think I've had a really good week, basically. Climbed the ranks again as well, so my game week rank was 1.6 million. So happy with that. Kepa in goal, 3 points. Trippier, 8 points. Everybody's got him. Ben White, yeah, I was one of the frustrated ones. Bueno, very happy for him to come in off my bench in place of the non-starting Cancelo. And De Bruyne, Fernandez got an assist at last. Rashford again had one disallowed, could have done even better. I'm here on blank, but hey, he deserves to every now and then. Martinelli still smashing it home for Arsenal and looks like he's getting forward a bit more again as well, to be honest with you. Haaland captain, I think we all did, didn't we? And then Darwin with 5 points. My bench, Greenwood didn't play at all after starting in the previous game, so a bit disappointed there, but maybe it was just a little rest. He is young, so that's to be expected. Cancelo didn't even feature in this game. And then Patterson, which brings me to what am I going to do this week? So we haven't got time to be messing about. We've got to get straight on with it. Picking the team for this week. This is where I'm currently at the moment in time. I've still got my transfer intact. I don't know what to do with it, to be honest with you. But we'll come to that in a moment. I need to decide between whether to send Darwin out yet, but he's got a big haul on the way. I know he has. He's got a big haul on the way. Let's go and have a look at the fixture difficulty. Because I'm not massively taken on bringing in Mitrovic. I know that's what I was talking about last week. Let's go and have a look. He could still be in by the end. And I promise you, I don't know what I'm doing. Right, in terms of offence, let's have a look at one game week. So Fulham still only come 8th, even with 2 fixtures. The other thing is Fulham have got Chelsea first. Obviously, there's the possible suspension as well if our man Mitrovic gets a yellow card. By the way, comments box just below there. If you want to leave any comments about what you're doing or any questions you've got, then please do, and I'll address those as and when they come up. That'll be happy days. I'm just not sure. There's Fulham, Chelsea, Leicester. This is just one game week, obviously. I mean, I'm not convinced by Chelsea. Fulham, Man City, they've both got a really tough fixture, haven't they? Although the Chelsea one's at home. Leicester, they've got to do well soon, haven't they? You'd have thought so. It's coming round. Or at least shut up shop. Right, here's what I need to go and look at. Sorry if this is a little bit all over the place. Bench one, Almiron, Foden or Ivan Toney. For me, out of those, I'd be benching Foden just due to his lack of starts. 5 out of the last 6. He's not started, mate. So maybe City are going to do something different in this next game. I'm really not too sure how they're going to be setting up. They played with that 3 at the back double pivot in front. I'm just not expecting to see those again. Hello, Monkey. Hello, mate. I've got to go again, but I'll just say that I transferred out Martial for Mitro. Yes, I think I would if I had Martial, but would you transfer out Darwin versus Brentford? Would you? I know you're the Fulham fan. So I would just sip of my water. I'll try and stay calm with this, so I don't do anything too hasty. I suppose the thing with Mitrovic is he's going to be in a lot of teams, or it seems like he's going to be a lot of teams, and that's the problem with Twitter sometimes. How do we look in the game weeks following it? That's what I wanted to look at. Where do Fulham come in like the next, say, let's just have a look at 4 game weeks. In terms of attacking potential. Right down here, Chelsea, Leicester. Then it's up against Newcastle. Then at home to Tottenham. Then away to Chelsea. Again. So just see that I'll be transferring him in. And then transferring him out again. That's the bit I don't know what to do, if I'm going to be totally honest. Let's see how they've been performing so far. Let's bring up, because the other thoughts I'm thinking are, let me show you what I'm thinking. Let's go to the transfers page and then make it slightly wider. So here's my thoughts, and I shall show you, not just talk about it. So I've got the option now. As of last week, I can still go. I can still take out Darwin. I think I can anyway. There has been some price changes. But as far as I'm aware, I can still go Mitrovic and no, Salah's increased to 12.9. Okay, that makes the world of difference. Can't believe Salah's gone up this week. Okay, so that option is now off the table because I've not acted quick enough. And I think that's just because I've not been sure enough, to be honest with you. Okay, well that makes life a little bit easier. I can't go for the Salah Mitrovic option. But, so that was one possibility, and that's what I was playing towards. I didn't act quickly enough, earlier to beat the price rises, because I just wasn't sure. And I'm not sure by Mitrovic's games after either. The other option I've got, and as you can see, these are the 2 sort of players I'm considering. I'm not, by the way, considering removing Cancelo. I think City are going to go back to their normal style of play. I don't think this 3 spread at the back is something that'll be long term, and I think Cancelo starts the next game. I really do. So yeah, the other option I've got is to go and bring in basically Harry Kane up top, but keep Darwin for another week. Basically sits on my transfers, keep Darwin for another week. And I think I can do this. Harry Kane in there. Yeah. And then select replacement in here, and it's Odegaard I'm looking at. That then gives me the 1.7 to go and strengthen my sub-goalkeeper. Basically improve the Patterson Bueno sort of backup option. And possibly won't be able to get anybody else instead of Greenwood, but I'm quite happy for that. Gives me some money to mess about here with if anybody changes as well. So that's what I'm also thinking. The other possibility I'm thinking is to take Darwin out, select replacement, and have Tony. I think it is going to be Odegaard in midfield now. I do believe Tony's going to play today. And this is for now. This is what I'm sort of like working towards. And then in the other spot here, having Mitrovic. Can I afford that? That's it. Yeah, it still is me with 2.9 mil in the bank. So that's another option as well. But then I do have the weekly headache, which I don't really want, to be honest with you. I don't really want that weekly headache. Like we've already said, Mitrovic, I'm not too fussed by the fixtures coming up. Ollie Watkins, for me, is possibly a better option. Looking good. Look at those fixtures. Wolves, Leeds, Southampton, Leicester. It's not a bad run of 4 fixtures, is it? But I'm not convinced it's for this one. Not convinced it's for this one. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a conundrum, particularly now with Salah's price going up. I've missed that boat, haven't I? Let's just reset. So that's not an option now. Salah's not an option. Not with bringing in Mitrovic. Okay. Okay. I'm tempted to just roll the transfer this week. I really am. How's he been performing? History. See, he's had one, that's the other thing, he's had one good return against the Crystal Palace team that had players sent off. Went down to 9 men, I think, in the end. Look at that, from game week, since game week 8. He's only returned on 4 of the game weeks. And that's been over 10 weeks. So I'm not massively convinced. This could be one of those. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be glorious, or it's going to be a big. It's going to be a big flop. Oh, he's not even guaranteed to start, is he? Not even guaranteed to start. Start a poll. Which striker? For the next 6 game weeks. So we're going to have Tony is one I'm considering. Tony, Darwin, or Mitrovic. I mean, the thing is, last week I played the long-term game by going for Ben White, and then I didn't go for Luke Shaw, and now I can't afford the players that I've saved for anyway. So I probably should have just gone Luke Shaw last week and made that 1 weekly transfer. There we go. I'll put that little poll out there. See what people think. Which striker for the next 6 game weeks? I honestly don't think I'm going to be bringing Mitrovic in. Chelsea, Leicester, Newcastle, Tottenham, Chelsea. I think I'd rather possibly Liverpool away to Brentford, Brighton, Chelsea, Wolves. I think I'm going to roll them and see what happens. Hello FPL Josh, how you doing, mate? Good to have you on board. Oh. Long time no see, you too, mate. I'm not sure what to do this week, whether to take Mitrovic, bring Mitrovic in for Darwin or not. I think if I had Martial or someone else like that, might be a little bit easier, but I really don't know what to do. If we look at the next 4 game weeks, let's look at the next 6 game weeks. Have they got better fixtures at the back end of it? Fulham joint 13th for fixtures. They've got Forest in 5 game weeks. Anything can happen between now and then. Anything can happen. To be honest, I think I'm more worried about not owning Pereira than Mitrovic. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Let's go see the ownership stats. Let's go see what people have been doing. How long have we got? 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Only got 1 double game week player in Kepa. But I don't want to be stuck with them either. I don't want to be stuck with them. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Let's see. Only 2. Oh, I forgot what I'm doing now. I'm going to go and compare some players. Midfielders. Let's go and have a look and see how they've been doing. Forwards even. players. So let's look at the difference. I've got Darwin. And then Mitrovic. Okay, we're going to go the last since the restart. I think that's 17. I don't know. There we go. Okay, let's have a look then. So this is since the restart. Big chances, Darwin. Way more big chances. Shots in the box, not too dissimilar. Many more shots though. Many more touches in the box. Let's have a look at the numbers. Expected assist 1.1 for Mitrovic over the 2 games. Remember, one of these games was against Palace at 9 and 10 men. Expected goals. Darwin that takes it. Expected goals 2.8, 1.8 here. He's had 1 assist, but he's had 2. Big chances created, more by Mitrovic. Touches in the box, more for Darwin. 13 shots, 6 on target, 9 shots in the box. Oh, I've just got a feeling. That it's going to be a bit of a damp squib, this Mitrovic signing. I really don't know. Right, let's have a look at the comments. Josh, I'm on 1,012 points at the moment. Well done, mate. My team next week: Kepa, Shaw, Cancelo, Trippier, then Martinelli, Rashford, Andreas. Andreas is the one I'm more concerned about. KDB, lovely. Haaland, Mitrovic, Nunes. I've got Mitrovic captain my bench. Ward, Patterson, Botman, Almiron. Okay, lovely looking team there, mate. Sounds great. 2.6 mil in the bank. Great stuff. By the way, Liverpool and Man United doubles possible coming United game week 20. Yeah, no, that's why I'm a bit worried to get rid of Fernandes now. A guy, bench order, Martinelli, Perrault, Patterson. Martinelli first if you're not starting him. Patterson, Perrault. That would be my just opinions, mate. Hello, Jeff Jonas. How you doing, my friend? What's your team? I suppose that's your team. Martial or Nunez to Mitrovic. I would say, my opinion, Martial. I'm worried myself about transferring out Darwin for Nunez. I've only got 10 minutes to make my mind up. It is 4 o'clock, isn't it? Yeah, 4 o'clock's the deadline. 10 minutes to go. So I'm concerned about taking Darwin out. Just been having a look at his XG in the last couple of games. Very high. He's got a haul coming, and I'm not massively convinced, personally, for the games after. There's a Fulham's games afterwards. We've got Chelsea, then Newcastle, then Tottenham, then Chelsea. I'm just not convinced. There's Liverpool, we've got Brentford, Brightford, Chelsea, Wolves, Everton, Newcastle. I am also going to be going, I've just tried, one of the reasons I was my transfer last week was go Nunes to Mitro. Are you a Man United fan by any chance, Josh? I think you are, aren't you? Much rather have Rashford. I've still got Bruno as well. The thing with Martial is, how long will he last for? And then I suppose the other thing with Darwin is, how long is he going to play for? Gakpo's just signed. I suppose he's ready to go. You think you will have the double game week 20? Doesn't that? There has to be no replay, am I right, from the FA Cup? It's always a possibility. Everton just held City at their ground. And I think that's the deciding factor for that to happen. Yeah, it's a really tough one this week, isn't it? Because it's not a massive double game week. I don't think I'm going to go for Mitrovic. I don't think I'm going to go for Mitrovic. I think I'm going to go... Let me have a look. I'm just going to have a little tinker here. Excuse me a moment, boys and girls. Let me go back to transfers. Reason being, I think next week, because I've got Fernandez, though he could be sticking around next week if there's a double game week. But if not, it's likely to be him to go to Odegaard. And if I go this guy to Odegaard the week after, just having a little think ahead now. How much does that leave me with? Darwin's still there, 4.3, so I can go to an 8.5 strike here. I'm just not worried about wasting the money, but spending the money. Does that afford me to go to Mitrovic? Yeah, of course it does. You got Rashford 2, but for me, Nunes can't hit a barn. Yeah, no, it does keep missing. I'll agree with that. You're getting rid of Nunes game week 20. Okay, here we go. Everton had one decent game to a non-starting 11 City team that benches Cancelo and Walker. That was definitely not on that, mate. I thought you knew your football. That wasn't a non-starting 11 team. Yeah, that wasn't a non-starting 11 team. That was a different way of playing for City. I mean, if Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland aren't starters for City, then I don't know who is, mate. Get Mitchell and captain him. No. No. Don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to keep Darwin. I think I'm just going to keep my powder dry. I'm just going to roll the transfer. One thing I'm not doing, and I've done a lot of this in the first half of the season, is I made lots of choices. Sort of based on like last minute, lots of panic choices. So, you know, when you're 50-50 on something, I'm 50-50 on this. So based on that, I don't think I'm going to do it. Let's have a look. Afternoon poll, or which two out of this three would you start? KDB, Martinelli, or Almiron? Well, KDB for definite. He is due a haul. I've got both playing. I don't know. I suppose you've got, for me, Arsenal look up. Newcastle look good, but Arsenal look better, and they're playing at home. So as good as Newcastle are, I think Arsenal are better. Got a chance of winning the league. So I suppose out of that, if I was going to rest one, it'd be Almiron. He did have a quiet game in the last one as well. So yeah, I think I would personally, just an opinion, please make your own choice. I think I would bench Almiron out of those three. But he's not an easy bench. He's done well. Yeah, bye Josh. See you soon, mate. Yeah, what have we got? 5 minutes. Need to make me mind up. Yeah, have fun. Happy New Year to you too, mate. This is a week. Right, am I going to make my transfer? If not, who's my captain going to be? I'm not going to make the transfer. Got 1.1 in the bank. I'm keeping older Darwin for now. Any early team news on Liverpool, actually? Just going to go on Twitter. Anyone else? People go with Andreas. Someone else there, roll. Looks like Andy Martin's rolling. See, not everyone's going to Mitrovic. Yeah, there is a real fear of missing out on Mitrovic. There doesn't seem to be any early team news that anybody's talking about. Right. Right, Tiger, if Mitrovic gets a yellow card and Andreas is my vice, will he be the captain in the second match? No, he won't, mate. Once your captain has started playing, that is it. He is your captain. He is your captain. Okay, so I am not going to be I'm going to be rolling the transfer. That's my decision, I think now. Now it's just a captaincy decision, and I think I'm just going to keep it on Haaland. Chelsea defence doesn't look great, although this could be a great week to go on De Bruyne. No, I'm going to keep it on Haaland. I'm all set. I'm ready to go. I'm going to make him my vice captain. De Bruyne, the vice captain, because he's due. I can quite easily swap these two round as well. After Haaland's antics the other day. Got wound up by Ben Godfrey, didn't he? Made me laugh, that. Saw a different side to him. Alright then, this is my team. I'm not going to be bringing in any late players. Oh, by the way, Evie's weekly differential punt is Mason Mount. Information supplied. That's it. So that's his punt for the week. Fairly low owned, I think, but it is a bit last minute, this one. It's not full of structure, just me deciding what to do, to be honest. So apologies if it's not the best stream for you all. We'll get back to kids are back in school in a couple of days. FA Cup weekend, and then we'll look to go again game week 20 with plenty more content on the way. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with that. Feels a little bit lame, to be honest with you. Game week 19 double, and I'm rolling the transfer. It's not something I would normally do. It's not something, especially with money in the bank. But I'm doing it. It feels sensible, but risky at the same time. Everyone's bringing them in. Well, what we on now? 1 minute to go. Too late to do anything now. That's it. I'm Captain Haaland. Vice Captain De Bruyne. Kept hold of my United assets. And I can choose next week what to do moving forward. It's only this game week 19 sort of getting in the way. Right, yeah, that's it. What we on? It's 4 o'clock now. I reckon that's it. It's all probably done. There we go. Game will be available soon. Thanks very much for joining. Those of you that did, very much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Do hit the notification bell, because I do most of my stuff live. Yeah, that's the best way to make sure you're in on the stream. And like I say, there will be more between the next game weeks now, moving forward. Children back in school, etc. Some daytime